it's me, Betsy. Skylar is trying to get all cozy because it is very cold in my house as per usual. Instead of tea today, I have coffee. It's Tuesday morning and I did not pre-record this video, so we're doing it this morning before we get our live started. And I just kind of wanted to talk about like the basics today. I've been going through a little bit of like weird stuff lately, and I was like, you know what, this is something that like I feel like everybody goes through, but we should just talk about it. So that's kind of what I plan on doing today. I don't know if this video is going to go in a more serious direction or what the plan is. I just kind of want to get some things off my chest. I figured what could be a better place than what's the Tea Tuesday. So let's get started. Okay guys, so I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird. I feel like I'm slightly getting sick, and I don't know what that's about because I normally don't get sick. Like, I don't get colds, you know, so I don't know what that's about. So if my voice sounds weird, I'm sorry. I kind of wanted to talk about FOMO and also like having kind of down days, if that makes sense. I feel like everyone has, we'll start with FOMO. If you don't know what FOMO is, I'll explain it. FOMO is fear of missing out. And it can be from fear of missing out on a TV show, or fear of missing out by hanging out with friends, or not having friends and having fear of missing out from not having friends. It's just like really kind of anything you're gonna have fear of missing out of. And I feel like everybody kind of has that. And lately I've been having that with younger, like teenage people who are just starting out at university. I have so much FOMO because they're just, everything is so new to them. And I feel like so old, like on campus, you see all like these 18-year-olds that are like just so excited for life and so excited for college. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be excited for life because it's amazing and college is such a great experience. But all at the same time, I'm kind of like, oh, I wish I was young again. Like, I know like 22 is not that old. Like, I'm literally 4 years older than you guys. But like, I just miss it. Like, I miss having so much excitement, like going out with friends and like partying and things like that. I can't party the way I used to, and I can't like go out the way I used to. I'm just too old, if that makes sense. I fear missing out on being young. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. And I feel like I need to like stop, like just completely cut that out because like I'm gonna miss my 20s if I keep doing that, like wanting to be 18 again. But yeah, that's major FOMO for me right now. I just like, I can't handle like all these girls walking in like, oh my god, life is so exciting and like I'm so young and like everything's new and exciting and happening for me. Yeah. And I'm just kind of sitting over here like, okay, like when I graduate, I have to be a real adult. Like, I want to go back to when it was new. I want to go back to being 18. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to grow up, but it's happening. So it's time to rise to the occasion, Betsy Marie. It's time. FOMO is so real and so scary. I don't know, like, I just feel like FOMO of being young is like something that everyone will eventually go through, but I just don't think most people go through it at 22 because you're still technically young. But I'm just saying, like, I miss the newness of everything. The newness of everything on campus, the newness of parties, the newness of meeting new people. And I mean, I still meet new people on campus and like talk to people, but like it's not the same. Like, I feel like the people who I have in my life are pretty like solid now. And I have like friends that I don't talk to a lot, but we still are like our friends. And then we have like friends that I talk to every day. And it's just like, I think I'm good, but like, I don't know, I just miss the opportunity that comes with being 18, if that makes sense. And really, it's not that different than the opportunity that comes at 22, but I feel like I just have major FOMO about not being young anymore. Or like not, well, I'm gonna stop saying not being young because technically I know I'm still young. I get that. But I think it's just more so like, me not being 18. I don't know what it is, but I just miss the whole, like, the youngness, the newness. It's kind of like when you're 13 and then, like, you're like, oh, I can't wait to be 16 so I can drive myself to the mall and hang out at the mall all day. I was never that girl, but I did at 13 think I was gonna be in the mall literally all day, every day. I guess, like, I just kind of have to pull myself, like, that's thinking,
Hey, you're not about to bark. If you bark, you're going to your crate. Do you understand?
I don't know if you guys can hear me, like, swallowing, and if you can, like, I hear myself swallowing, and that's not okay. Like, this is not an ASMR video. If I can, when I'm editing, I'm just gonna cut that right out or put a sound over it because that's not cute. I can't remember what I was saying. I still get carded when I go to the movies to see a rated R movie, so I can't be too old. I don't know how to explain it. I basically just miss being 18. I miss, like, being a freshman in college, or yeah, that's basically it. That's what I'm struggling with here. And then the second thing, we're gonna go ahead and shift gears to kind of a more serious note, but it's not so serious that, like, you know, we can't make it through it. But basically, I kind of wanted to talk about how people have down days. I was reading this book with my friend Claire. Well, we weren't reading the full book, but we were reading like an excerpt. I don't know how to say that word. We were like reading like part of this book, and it was like 101 things to do in your 20s. And we were like,
oh, we're in our 20s. We're gonna do so much.
We're actually planning on doing a few of them. But one of the questions that got me thinking was, I'm gonna totally mess this up. Oh no, oh. Okay, do you feel as though you're good at hiding? Oh man, I'm totally messing this up. But basically, the premise of the question was, do you feel as though you're good at hiding when you're having a rough time? Or something like that, something along those lines of like, do you feel like you're good at letting people think you're doing better than you actually are? What? And I was kind of confused by that question. I was like, what do you mean? Do you think like you're good at hiding your problems, essentially? And we were reading it. I asked Claire, what did she think she meant, like it meant by that? And we kind of came to the conclusion that it kind of means when you're going through a rough time, are you kind of honest about the struggle that you're facing, or are you kind of putting on a brave face? And I was like, well, I feel like I'm fairly honest when I'm going through a rough time. I mean, everybody kind of has those secrets that they'll never tell anyone, or they don't tell people until it's long gone. I feel like I'm fairly honest when I'm going through a rough time. Excuse me, my voice. From speaking to Claire and then also like my other friends, maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was at doing it because, or maybe I'm not as honest as I actually thought I was. We talked about it and we kind of decided that we both were a little bit more of a brave face, like put on a brave face, than kind of go out and spew our problems to the world. I figured that I could talk about this in this video because I feel like sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the whole like Instagram like glasses, like, oh, here's like my life and it's so great and this is all of like this fun stuff that I do all the time. And even on this YouTube channel, sometimes it's just like, okay, well,
You don't ever have a bad day?
honestly, no one really posts when they're having a rough time, because everybody sort of kind of is going through their own rough time, and it's easier to be like, yeah, look at life, it's so great, it's so happy and everything like that. But really, in reality, there are like bad times for everybody. No one has a perfect life where everything is all hunky-dory 100% of the time. And it's okay. It's okay to have crap days and days that you're down and days that you just feel like literally all I can do is stay in bed today. That's fine. It's normal. It is so normal. I feel like the stigma around not being okay in America is so bad. From like mental health issues all the way to just like not having a good day. Like we don't want to, it's kind of like, or maybe it's like a Southern thing, me growing up in the South.
I'm sorry, my nose is so stuffy. I feel so sick.
Honestly, to like kind of round this out, I feel like I'm going like all over the place. It's okay to have a bad day. And here recently, I've been kind of feeling a little bit down, and I think it's been harder for me to make videos here recently because I was like, I don't have anything to show. I don't have anything to talk about. Like, I'm not feeling my best. I'm not feeling 100% right now. I can't show that I'm not feeling 100% on camera or on my Instagram. Like, I haven't posted on Instagram in about a month, and I know that's
It's like such a millennial thing.
but I just don't have anything that I feel like I need to share right now. I feel like I'm content just being like me and trying to figure out stuff that I'm going through on like with myself. I don't have to feel 100% all the time. And I found myself, I'm saying this not to be like,
You know what, this is stupid,
or
or
anything like that, but I'm saying this to be like, it's okay to be like, whoa, I'm not okay, in the way of posting things on social media or talking to certain people. Sometimes you just need a break, and that's fine. That is more than fine. I don't know what is going on with my body right now. I'm just like, I wanted to say that it's okay to have down days and actually to talk about them. I think sometimes down days get better when you talk about them. Because sometimes when you're left to your thoughts, you're your own greatest enemy. Like, it's the truth. No one knows you like you do, and no one knows your weak spots like you do. So, like, if you just kind of bottle things up and like you're manning through it and putting on a brave face and like everything like that, it's good. It's good to have, don't get me wrong, it's good to have time by yourself to figure your own stuff out. Like, everybody needs that. But also I feel like sometimes it can be toxic. You just sitting thinking to yourself, not really wanting to burden anyone else with your problems, can be toxic to you. So sometimes it's easy, and sometimes it's really hard to just kind of open up and be like, okay, so this is what I've been going through. But other times it's the reward and the payoff for opening up about it is way better than just kind of like festering on it and letting it boil up until one day you just can't handle it anymore. You're just like,
what is going on?
you know what I'm talking about? I don't even know if like this video makes sense, basically. And like, I don't want you guys to be like, oh my God, what is she going through? Is she okay? I'm perfectly fine. Like, I am good. But it's just one of those down days for me, you know, and that's fine too. Like, people are allowed to have down days and talk about it. In my region, it's just not really accepted or talked about. And I was like, I'm gonna talk about it because everybody has those days. Middle of my song. Take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody has those days. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody has those days. Woo!
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. That's right. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. Yeah.
I want to say that it's okay to not be okay, and then it's also okay to not be okay and not know that you're not okay. Does that make sense? Like, you not being aware that right now you're 100%. Because sometimes once you realize that, you get like this panic of, oh my gosh, I've been feeling like this for a while. What has been going on? Am I okay? It's normal, babe. And if you need someone to talk to, I'm always here. You can, if you don't feel like commenting down below, you can comment on my Instagram. I'll link that. You can DM me, and I'm always a listening ear and willing to talk. So, guys, basically, to round it all out, figure this out, I've already made like a really long video. I was choked. That's the danger of drinking on camera. Like, there's so much pressure. I wanted to round this out by saying that it's okay to have bad days. Everybody has them. And if you guys want to talk about some stuff that like isn't really talked about. Give me topics that you feel like should be covered and I'll definitely cover them. Then also I wanted to talk, like round it out about talking about FOMO. Everybody has it, and everybody I feel like wants to be younger than they actually are. Unless you're like a teenager, then you kind of want to be older, but you know what I mean. I love you guys and I love your support and want to thank you guys so much for the good conversations. If you like this video, be sure to give it a nice big thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any topics that you want everybody to see that you guys want me to talk about, and I'm more than happy to talk about them. And guys, subscribe to this channel. We're slowly but surely growing. I don't think we've gotten too far like ahead, but like guys, we're all out here, we're living our best life, we're talking, we're wondering about life, we're making vlogs soon. We're like doing all this fun stuff, you know, so subscribe because why not, you know? And hit the notification button because sometimes even if you're subscribed, YouTube's not notifying people that people are posting new videos, so just hit the little bell icon. And it should let you know when I put up a new video. Thanks guys for stopping by for What's the Tea Tuesday.
Even though I'm an imposter and I had coffee today.
I needed it. So thanks for stopping by guys.